There's one hind quarter. These are a must-have. Keeps your meat clean. I'm not even gonna take it off the bone. That hind quarter doesn't weigh anything. Now back to my skinning knife, just a cheap old utility blade. The thing I like about them is the blade gets dull, you just throw it away. I brought a couple spare blades. I'm gonna go ahead and do this side first. His front shoulder. I'm gonna take his front shoulder off just so I can do one side and then flip him over and do another. That first shot was right where I thought. It came in through his front, right in through his front shoulder, and I actually found it, but it took out his internals and, well, his vitals and his guts, mainly guts, but I would have thought that he wouldn't have ran that far, but, well, it's a sow. She ran a couple hundred yards, but she was hurting because she laid down. Shoulder. That is probably about all I want to do for one bag. That's probably 30 or 40 pounds. It gets heavy packing up the hills, that's for sure. So I'm gonna try this in one load, probably about 80 pounds or so. I got 2 deals of meat and it's hide. I could do it in 2 easy, but I'm gonna try and make this one trip. Well, I'm gonna start walking. Well, I'm trucking it back, or hoofing it back to the truck. It's kind of a nice little opening back in. It's a trail that I followed to get back down to where I shot my bear, but that's the western edge of the mountains. And my cell phone's going off, so apparently I've got cell phone service right here. Holy cow. Everybody's probably wondering if I'm dead yet, because I haven't called anybody. I may try and make a phone call here. If I get, see what kind of service I get, but I wonder if there's 3G out here. No. In the middle of nowhere. 5 text messages. Everybody probably thinks I'm dying. Yep. Hannah's asking. Alright. Are you alive? Oh, jeez. Let me take a break and see if I can make some phone calls. I'm only about 3/4 of a mile back from the truck, but I've got a hellacious hill I've got to climb. I've got a downhill, a pretty good steep downhill that I got to go down, and then one hell of an uphill that's just gonna kill me. I'm gonna try and make a phone call. Here's my steady downhill hike. This is the easy part. Tough on the knees, though. One thing's for sure, I gotta get my butt back in shape. Just glad this is the only trip. 2 trips would have been a cinch, but walking up the, there's a hill that I would have to walk up twice. And shoot, even with nothing on your back, it kicks your butt. So I just wanted to make one trip so that so that I wouldn't have to climb that hill again. But follow these, this isn't, I mean, it is a road, but it's more or less a 2-track. You can only bring 4-wheelers and stuff back in here, but you'd end up tearing an axle out of your truck. And there's some washouts and stuff. There's no way you could drive back in here with your vehicle. But if I had a 4-wheeler, I could have drove right up to where I killed her. And I'm almost to the bottom of the hill. And this is really the only hill I gotta climb. It's gonna suck. But once I get on top, it levels out, and then it's just downhill from there, and then my truck is parked on the downhill side. I'm gonna turn this off so I can do some hiking. This is gonna suck. I am almost back to the truck. I just got off the phone with Brian. I set up on top of the hill for a little while to talk to him. I just get this one good hill to ascend. If I'm not careful, I'll fall flat on my friggin' face. It's kind of a decent view. My truck's through that small little aspen grove there. And get this meat on ice and I gotta take some pictures with the cell phone so I can send to Mom and Dad and the sisters. I'm so glad I just did this in one pack, because I did not want to have to climb this hill again. It's hard enough walking downhill.